Alright, back for round two. We are on the play. This seems fine. I've got the sire to go with my vivisection. And something in between. Ooh, let's not forget to play a land here. And something else in between. Pretty sweet card. I'm just going to run the Animus. If he has removal, fine, but like, if he doesn't, this is just going to hold him from really being able to play much. Oh, well, that can deal with my Animist eventually. I'll let it swing for one for a while. Here I'm just going to draw 3. That seems fine. Well, nothing overly impressive there, but some more cards to put on the table. Rather unfortunate my Steel Sabotage was not open there. That is troublesome. Well, I think I just run the Palladium Mirror and pass the turn. The other option is Replica. Play the Replica next turn. I can save my Inanimist. Potentially. I'm not sure that's what I'm going to do, but... my Rusted Slasher really doesn't do anything until that Trigon's gone. All I have to do with the Trigon is lower left is the Scrap Altar and I guess the Spine of Ishsa. I guess I have two ways of drawing the spine with the Treasure Mage. I finally have a hand devoid of 6 and 7 drop. For a full array of options if I draw the Treasure Mage. I haven't seen it once yet, have I? I've only played 2 games. So I guess he's considering whether or not he should develop his board or just Trigon it up. I think the answer is just Trigon it up because I mean, I don't have much offense here. And by playing a creature, like either it's a 1/1 costs 2 mana, or he's not going to get to Trigon me, and in that case, my Inanimus lasts longer and shrinks this creature. So yeah, it's just shrink away. Oh, okay, that makes some sense. I could. Is that worth doing? Steel Sabotage the Perilous Mirror? He's just going to replay it. Does waste a counter. But he really wants the Inanimus dead. I'm guessing he's pretty cold to Inanimus in his hand. Yeah, I'm gonna use it here. I should have left an extra island untapped there. Oh, another one. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. This will certainly shift the focus from the anatomist to the Hellkite. Drawing it so soon kind of makes me wish I kept the Steel Sabotage. But I mean, the reason I did it was to sort of delay things until I draw more relevant cards and keep the focus around the anatomist. But, yeah, I drew quickly, which I'm not going to complain about. And I still have the replica for protection, so still going to be relatively difficult for him to deal with it. Okie doke. So right now it's like, can he kill it? That answer is no for the time being. What am I playing around? There's no 1 mana or 2 mana spell that kills the Hellkite, so I can actually do this for free. I don't need the replica mana open. Is there, I guess, white, a plains plus revoke existence, or mountain plus shatter, but he tapped. That would be a pretty sneaky play to tap both your mountains. Look like he'd have no extra land. And, you know, if that was the case, props to you. You got me. I mean, in hindsight, maybe just leave the Nurok replica mana open. Like, is a 2/1 for 3 really worth risking your Hellkite for? The answer is no, no matter, even if it's a slight risk. Because, like, I'm at 20 life, and it's just going to die eventually to the Hellkite. But it was fine there. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish off that Trigon here. Oops, a little too anxious. Alright, I'm going to play out the Plague Mirror. Can't really play the Slash route because I want to keep Replica open. So it's really not that good against a board of double Perilous Mirror. Right now, the plan is just win with Steel Hellkite. He didn't have an answer last turn. He could have like a turn slag or a spread the sickness lying in wait, but he needs two of them. But we know there's no shatter, revoke, or arrest in his hand yet, or as of last turn. I mean, I guess he could have one and just be waiting for me to tap out, or another way of dealing with the replica. I don't know. I feel like, especially if you're short on mana, like if he has one, he probably should just play it, get rid of the replica now. Because I mean, it should be pretty obvious. I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I don't have the blue mana open. I think here, not playing anything, just putting him on the 2-turn clock. And that's it. Actually, turn aside is a reasonable sideboard card. I didn't see any removal, so I will not be setting it in yet. But something to remember for the rounds. What's he playing here? He didn't play a whole lot of much. Double Perilous Mirror for defense. Blister 6/7, so he's good against X1s. I'm not. I mean, my X1s have some value. Dragon Corruption's pretty annoying. Maybe I want to Crush. Do I do the Crush for Oculus? Swapperoo? Rush's Slasher seems significantly worse than average against his deck. It's just, as my only sacrifice outlet for artifacts, I feel like I just want to have that one sacrifice outlet, repeatable sacrifice outlet for Spine, and for Mimic Vat too, like sacrificing your Sire, whatever. I feel like that's going to be worth it. All I saw as a target was the Dragon Corruption. While it's good, I think I'll just stick to it like this. I like the way that Oculus smooths things over with the Vivisection. I mean, last game with the Mirror Sire, that's pretty sick. That's Harmonize, or whatever. What was the most recent draw 3? I think it was Harmonize. Draw 3 for 4 mana. Am I missing one? I think there's for C, which is arguably better. Arguably, I think in this format for C would be better than. Well, I mean, not obviously it's better. For C would be better than Vivisection because you got to sacrifice a creature, but even just straight draw 3 for 4. Oh, that's a good hand. You got the Treasure Mage, got the Rusted Slasher for the combo, if that's what I want to fetch up at least. Might want to just get the Steel Hellkite, not screw around. We'll see. some random audio playing from my speakers. I had to close an internet window. Ooh, good card. Treasure Mage or Anatomist? Again, I think I'm just going to drop the Anatomist. It's sort of like answer me right away, or it's really hard to play. Like when you play Anatomist on an empty board, like what do they do? You gotta find, yeah, you go for the throat. Okay, so drew out some removal. Although I don't have many better targets for a go for the throat, since my best guys are artifacts. So we've got the interesting decision to make here. I'm not going to play a Slasher here because I've seen Blister Stick Shaman, and just the excuse me, the decision is what the Treasure Mage for. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get the Steel Hellkite and demand removal. I mean, Spine of Ishsa is cute and all with the Rusted Slasher, but I have no guarantee that my Rusted Slasher is actually going to survive. And I think I'd rather get the removal spell on a stick. And plus it comes out a turn earlier. Ooh, Stratuskytes. Makes for big creatures. Or Scythe, however you say it. Stupid C. Ooh. Alright, I will have none of that. Alright, well, I'm going to offer to trade. I don't think he's trading. I think he wants to equip up. That will not happen on my watch. Change decks? I think so. He had white in there before. Alright. I think here I'm going to trade my... So this isn't the most ideal fodder for the Vivisection, but I need land. And I think that's just fine. Oh, there's a Morbid Plunder to go find the Spine of Ishsa when I get back my Treasure Mage and my Vidalcan Anatomist, or whatever else dies. I'm not playing Morbid Plunder right away here, obviously. I've got a Steel Hellkite and Juggernaut. Didn't get a land, but other goodies. Take one. I mean, I feel like his plan is now Infect, right? Like, why else do you play Corpscur? There we go. Okay, so, I'm just gonna, with Morbid Plunder in hand, I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Hellkite. He only has 2 cards in hand, so it may not even be one removal spell. Okay, one removal spell. Here I'll trade. I can bring it back with a Morbid Plunder as well. Lots of options for Morbid Plunder. I wish I had 2 Morbid Plunders. That's just greedy. I'm going to go ahead and play Mr. Juggernaut. I mean, this will potentially win on its own. Okay, so his plan is Infect. Alright, so here, what I'm doing... What am I doing? I got to attack here. Now, what's he going to do? Is he going to let it... Is he going to shrink it? Suppose he might. Yeah, I guess he has to. I could like Galvanic Blast whatever his blocker is, but I don't know if I see the use in that. Oh. Well, now I will. He wants this dead? No thanks. He wants it dead that bad. And I'm going to play the Copper Mirror plus Rusted Slasher. That gives me Drake next turn. Although I'm not going to bounce a Corpse Cur. There's so many options right now with all the juicy cards I can bring back here. Treasure Mage. Definitely bring back the Steel Hellkite. Okay, so, well, I'm just going to go ahead and... He gets to Trigon my Slasher here. I'm just going to go ahead and Morbid Plunder immediately. After my attack. Alright, so Morbid Plunder, you get the Hellkite and the Scrap Melter. I'm going to go Scrap Melter first. I could have just played the Hellkite. But I mean, actually, if he gets like a token on the Hellkite, or counter from the Trigon, a -1/-1, gives extra outs for what can kill it when it has 4 toughness. He's thinking, so I guess it means he's got an option. It could just be something as simple as deciding whether or not he can play a removal spell. He can't play a removal spell when he knows I have Steel Hellkite in hand, unless he's got 2. He's not immediately dead to any of these guys on the table. Although, I guess that's soon enough. But I mean, it just takes 1 blocker too. 1 good blocker to neutralize my attack here. Whereas a blocker will not cut it against a Hellkite. cylinder. That's pretty good. What does he get? Oh, he's maybe just thinking about what he was thinking in advance what he gets. So yeah, 2 perilous mirrors. Interesting. I'm pretty sure I would have gotten a corpscrew, and maybe a perilous mirror too. But I would have gotten a corpscrew. Ooh, this is bad news for him. Mimic that. Good luck beating the mimic that, my friend. So which one do I put? Which one do I put underneath? That's cute. Well, actually, I was about to say as nice as Scrapmelter is, just put the Juggernaut. That just destroys him. But I do have a Steel Hellkite in hand. There's no additional value out of the Scrapmelter for the time being. I'm just going to put the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut just kills him pretty quickly. And the added bonus of putting my Drake online here. Actually, he's dead next turn, right? To a Juggernaut. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll just say yes. Yeah, okay. So that means I say no to the next one. I play this one at the end of turn, then I get another one next turn that's 10 poison, and I can Drake at the same time. So that should be game, barring something else going on. Yeah, that's it. Alright, I'll see you next round.